Hi guys, I'm back again. It's Inktober and I decided to do it a bit differently than I did yesterday. I wanted to make some more finished pieces. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do that all through Inktober, but I'm not really satisfied with the first one. So the first thing I did was this one. I did it all in the sketchbook, and it becomes more of a sketch, and it's not a sketch because it's a finished piece, but not very well thought through. So I think I will do the next one a bit differently, and I will certainly some of the days I will make a more finished piece. So the first thing I did, because the word for today is spiders, so I did a sketch like a sketch should be in the sketchbook. I like to do finished pieces in the sketchbook as well, but for now I'm just gonna do the sketches in the sketchbook with the pencil and an eraser, and just sit quietly and just think through what I want to do and get inspiration where I need it. And if I sketch, it's kind of more flowy than if I know I'm gonna make this the finished piece. Some will be very similar to the finished piece, but if I do it like this, I sketch it here, and I take a photo of it with my iPad. I go into Procreate and tweaks the little things I'm not satisfied with, and I get the perfect thing that I want. So when I'm done with that, making a sort of ink in the sketchbook, I print it out, and I take my light table and transfer it to a watercolor paper, and then I can ink it. So the first thing I did is the sketch, and this is how that looks like, messy and nice with all the little spiders and the spider webs. So let's get over to the finished well, not finished, the clean drawing that I'm gonna ink. So stay tuned. So this is the cleanup. It's all taped down to just a cardboard. I'm gonna show you something because I bought some new supplies, because yesterday my old one didn't really work as much as I wanted to. I bought a new nib pen. I bought some palettes. I bought this. It's authentic ink from Jacobin or something. She may have said that this was a bit transparent, so I'm gonna check that out. And then I found something really exciting because I didn't know that this existed. It's like watercolor ink, acrylic ink, I'm sorry, acrylic ink. It's not acrylic ink, it's aquarella, and that's like watercolor ink. So I bought brilliant green, navy blue, brown, yellow orange, and red violet, and they didn't have red in this, so I bought from PBO watercolor ink, Turkish red. I really like the color of this. Some of the ink I've used, like acrylic ink from Liquitex and Amsterdam. It's always acrylic. They still work, but I don't like this anymore. I don't know if it's old or something, but it's leaving kind of spots on the paper that I don't like. And this I can't get open, so I bought this, and I bought the black one, and I'm hoping it's not too transparent because I would like it to be kind of opaque. But I thought it was so cool that it was kind of old and authentic. Yeah. I love authentic, the word. And I also bought some white ink because I've seen some on YouTube that have used this, and not this brand maybe, but white ink, and I kind of love it. I kind of want to try it. This was just something. It's 2 white inks. This is really cheap, so I just had to try it. This one is probably the best one. Oh, why is this so hard to open? Yeah, I've done my nails and they are not dry yet. It's like the same thing, maybe. No, it's not. It's different brands. Because I'm not gonna even try to. No, it's just, well, it's very equal. I think it's the same brand. I like this had this kind of bean inside to really shake it up. You see that it's becoming white. This didn't have that, and it was the more expensive one. And he said that this also had the bean. It doesn't. You see that it doesn't mix well with. Ah, there it is. There it is. Ah, he was right. It's good. So I'm gonna try those. I also bought some new pencils with a long brush. I never really liked that, but I want to try it. So, and this is the nibs and the shaft. And you see the ones with the little cup is the ones you can draw a long time with, and the ones with just a simple It's only one who has that, I think. It's kind of this little spoon that holds the ink longer, so you don't have to dip as much. But I don't mind the dipping, so I will see. I think that's the only one. I can try some of the stuff here. So yeah, let's get cracking on the ink. So I'm gonna try, because the piece I have is mostly black. I'm gonna first try the black ink, and I think this is fairly transparent. The colored I'm gonna leave for later. I'm just gonna try these pencil that I bought, swatch it out for you and for me. It's really soaked up colors. Yeah, see, that's fairly, and that's heavy paint, because I can dip it like this and it would be the same. So this is probably not the best to ink lines with, but it's very good to fill in larger areas where I don't want the ink to be very opaque. You see this very gray. This pencil is just amazing. Wow, I like that. But I would like to have a black who's more filling. What kind of black? This is gray. And if I were to take over this, maybe it's not dry yet. I thought that maybe it would be heavier in the areas where I layered. Just gonna wait for that to dry. I like the pencils. It's Colibri, it says 4. This is 4. I like that. This is thinner. How could I possibly need any thinner? But I like details, so I like this. If I want to fill it in, I need a heavier black, I think. That's a bit of a bummer, but I have my micron pens. It's kind of full. This, if it's not dry yet, so it won't be totally black, but probably a little bit more than I could get when I ink lines. I will try the nib pens, even though I don't think it will really let's see, that is more black. It's not thin enough. I like it a bit more thin. This is certainly one of the nib pens that you have to dip a lot. So if I try, is there something thinner maybe? This is the one with the little who holds the ink longer, and it's a lot thinner. Ooh. Hooey. That was, imagine I write long letters with a nib pen. I certainly don't draw letters or write letters anymore. This I can write, this I can draw some pictures with. This has a nice thick, no, nice thin line, and a bit heavier on the blackness. I like that. It certainly seemed to dry a bit lighter though. You can see here as well. Yeah, it does. I like little details. Doesn't suit my style really, but it is the thinnest of the ones. I like that. It's so kind of shaky. I don't know if that, why that is. I'm kind of, I could have drawn all day and still be shaky. So I was kind of so into details before, I am still, but I don't like the shakiness that I got. So I like this one. I like that. So I'm gonna set something up and do the drawing. Stay with me. Yeah, so I found out that I had to use some drawing gum instead of the white ink. I'm gonna use it as well, but it's not that opaque, so I had some swatching and you see that it's not turning out quite as white as I want. So I just need to be patient and use drawing gum. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna kick it into time lapse so that you don't have to see the whole thing. But yeah, let's get to work. Using this watercolor ink, navy blue, and a little bit of black, and some water. And let's see, I've tested it already. I thought it was a little bit too blue. I'm happy with that. And this is not like, oh, it's not waterproof. So it's good that I inking last. The only thing that I'm inking is the background and the little spiders, and I want the spiders to be black, so the background is going to be blue, and I am not sure which pencil I'm using. I think I'm gonna go with the watercolor that I'm used to. And I'm just hoping the drawing gum is staying put, because it seemed to lift a bit. But I'm gonna try, and this is not gonna be like even throughout, because I have to use another technique for that, but I'm just gonna, well, I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna put drawing gum on the spiders as well. So stay tuned. So here we go. I think I'm gonna put some more water in there just to savor the color. It's gonna be a bit lighter, but it's okay. Even though I have drawing gum, I'm not really 100% sure that it's not gonna ink there, so I'm always like super careful. I think I'm just gonna have it like blending outwards to nothing, and just some watercolor marks. I like that. And the strings from the spiders doesn't go everywhere, so the idea was to have a sort of illustration that yeah, was pleasing to the eye. Further back as well, or from a distance. It's like not using the whole paper, but yeah, I don't know if it will work, but it's the idea. I don't think I'm gonna, I want the webs to show, but it's like, yeah, we can show and then it can get out of focus, and yeah, and I think I'm gonna just make the out of the frame up here and down there. This is like something like that. And I thought that I was going to make some spots. So I like that and that. And when I do this, I always get spots everywhere. So my desk is not clean, but I don't think it has to be either. So yep, like that. And now I'm gonna let it dry. Just maybe pick up some color that has been sort of collective unnaturally. Oops, we have a little white spot. just gonna let it dry a bit and get back to you. And now the big reveal, trying to get all this gum stuff off. Let's see if it worked. Always kind of a seems to be working. So it's kind of a bit nerve-wracking for me. I don't like using drawing gum. Look like, okay, I'm gonna do some touch-ups, of course. It's too thin to just peel off everything. I don't think I had used drawing gum quite as much before as I did this time. It seems to be working. Let me just get all of this off, and I will get back to it. This was kind of cool, if I so say myself, rather. Just have to do some touch-ups, and I don't really know how this watercolor ink behaves. Seems as it doesn't reactivate as well as watercolor. But you can layer it, so that's a good thing. I did have a few to fix up here. Some of it will be gone when I draw with ink, but I don't like this raggedy lines. I do reactivate a bit, but not as much. Watercolor also make hard lines if you don't soften them up. So it's a lot like watercolor. More like watercolor than ink, I think. Maybe I should do some furry. I was intending to do that really. So some furry spiders. And now I just don't. I have to not forget that I don't have the drawing gum anymore. And I seem to have forgotten that. So I just took over the line here, but some is better. Not as white and not as quite as white as the rest of it, so it's okay to soften it up with some color. But I think I'm gonna put some color on the spiders now. It seems like just hanging heads at the moment. I'm using black, the authentic black. And I thought I was going to have a lighter color around the face. So that you see it, even though a thing is black, it doesn't mean that well, it's a lot of variation in the colors, so the whole thing doesn't need to be as dark. So I thought I was gonna do like this. I hope you all are enjoying Inktober. If just to watch others draw, or if you draw yourself, ink, paint, whatever. And I hope you subscribe. I've been told that I don't what should I say, say it enough, like that if you like my videos, it would be really nice if you could support my channel by subscribing and hitting that bell and all that jazz. I don't remember saying it, so I always forget. And yeah, so that's why. But now I said think I'm gonna do this one real time and the others in time lapse. It was really cool to draw with this ink, really. It's nice. I've always been a bit scared of the ink and that it dries faster than I am used to, but it didn't do that. Or I don't know, it dries really fast, really, but it's like when it's more opaque or more transparent, it doesn't matter. You can layer it. So these spiders have a lot of legs, so I need to draw them all. I can't really see my drawing under here now, so just have to guess where I had it. Doesn't really matter. But I do recommend, although I am too lazy sometimes to do it myself, the thing I do now that I really prepare more, that I draw first in my sketchbook and then on my iPad. If you have that opportunity, it is just very a time saver, really, because paper, you save paper and time by doing it, because you can erase more easily on an iPad. And to get what you want, sometimes you need to erase. So I get quiet again. I don't know if I'm gonna use pen or brush the whole Inktober. I think I'm gonna change it up a bit and see what's best at that time. I'm certainly gonna use my new ink, all the different colors, and mix and enjoy that. But I'm just gonna, I've used the nib on the drawing gum I didn't think I could do that, but it worked. And because I didn't want to ruin my brush, my new brush, it was so nice to use, but it started to, yeah, well, I didn't like using the drawing gum on it, so I started using the nib pen and it worked. I got thin round lines, thin enough. Some here is rather, wow, but it's a web. It's a spider web, so it can change. So now I'm gonna kick it into time lapse and do the 3 other spiders. And yeah, stay tuned. So the last thing I'm gonna do is just make some lines outside the colors, or the opposite or negative things. So I think I'm gonna make some prints of this. To have on my Etsy if I can able. I'm having a exhibition this year in November, so lots to do. So I hope I can manage, and I hope I can do every Inktober, but I'm not sure yet. But I hope. I'm planning to. Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything else. Make it a bit messy. I think I'm done. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and subscribe and share and hit that bell notification button so you can get updates on whenever I do stuff. Since I don't have regular days I do it, because I can't do that yet. Oops, sorry about the noise. If you want to know what I do and want to see my videos, it will be best, for you to hit that notification button so that you can get a note when I'm put something new out. But of course, Inktober, I have to have a red heart here. There. Took some time this, but I don't know. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.